Hello and welcome to this video. It covers Rossie Island, the footpath that's crumbled away, not much, just a little bit, and it also covers me discovering the spit. I shall say that again, the spit. Stick with me. Here's both bridges and the steeple in the distance. Tallest steeple in Scotland, on the churches, meant to be. And that's the rail bridge, 2 tracks leading to it, both ends, and monorail across the centre, across the bridge, only 1 train at a time obviously, otherwise there'd be a hell of a splash. Big accident. Lovely view across the other side of the basin. This is the Montrose Nature Reserve, for those that don't know, and for those that do know, then don't worry, you know what it is. This is the pathway around the back of Rossie Island, where a little bit of it got washed away in the storms year before last, I think, last year. And it's, well, this is the barrier they've put up to stop you going on, okay? You can see there's a big gap at the side, dog walkers use it, school kids use it, everybody uses it, but apparently Elf and Softy say it's not safe. I'm just showing you the view across. There's some snow still on the hills there. And then we'll toddle off around here, Rossie Island. Now I should hasten to add, it's called R-O-S-S-I-E, Rossie Island. It's nothing to do with the Rossie that's in status quo. Yeah. They started a rumour at Mo Fest, that's the musical festival here, that Francis Rossie come from Rossie Island. Francis Rossie's never been to, as far as I know, been to Rossie Island. He might have drove across the far side of it, and he may have seen it when he came in on his helicopter, but it's nothing to do with Francis Rossie. That bit of damage there's all the damage there is. It's a bit more on from the beach side, but you're not in danger of total collapse and falling in yet. And the council, in their infinite wisdom, well, I use them words rather markedly, in their infinite wisdom have decided not to do anything about it. So when it's collapsed and then they decide to do something about it, it'll cost zillions of pounds. And they'll still lose because you can't beat the sea. The sea giveth and the sea taketh away. Yeah, there's not that much damage. I suppose if you live there you'd think it was a lot, but you can see they're not really serious about keeping you off it. I always think this house is in a lovely position, except in the winter. That's looking across there to the Nature Reserve, where you can go and sit and have a cup of tea and look out at the birds with the big binoculars and all the rest of it. I'm making my way to the viaduct, where the trains run over. I don't know if I'll get there. I'm looking across at what I know as the spit. Now I assumed it meant a spit of land, but that's not a spit of land, so I don't know why it got that name, why it was called the spit, why it is called the spit. I just know you get a better view, or a different view, because all views on the reserve look to be astounding. Right, that's me on the spit, and there's the viaduct that the trains go over. That's after they come over that bridge that we've seen at the other side of Rossie Island. If you're wondering what the hippo is, it's my huge umbrella. The weather is now rather inclement. The people in Montrose have got another way of putting it, but it means it's rather inclement. And this is down on the spit just off the main road, up near the roundabout there. And the tide's on the way in. Nice area. The whole lot's nice. I love it there. Always plenty to do, plenty to see, even when the weather's inclement. But there's some boats brought around here and just left to sink and rot, and I can never understand why. Somebody somewhere would want them, I'm sure of that. That wee blue one there's half full of water. The one to your left now has been this side of the wreck. Has been out the water for a few years, but it is being renovated. And that skeleton just across there was a boat just left to go to rack and ruin. Terrible, really. Terrible business. Funny way to die, horrible way to die. And that's a view right across the basin. Sort of south to north, because the North Sea's off to our right, which makes that east. I've left the video on here for a bit because I'm off doing something. As one does. I've gone to the car to get another battery. So I could have edited this out. But it's a nice view on a wet day. There's an old anchor. Too big for any of the boats here, but it's just an old anchor. It may come off this boat that's being renovated, I don't know. That's us looking at the skeleton. That's sad, isn't it? Must have been somebody's first love, and then just left to go to rack and ruin. Now you can walk across there when the tide's out, but it is coming in. But there's some very deep gullies and you can't see them covered with the grass, and I went down one last year and damaged my tendons and my muscles and some other parts of my body because one leg went down. But it so could easy have been a broken leg. So if you're thinking of coming here and you're thinking of going to walk up there, be very careful. Unlike me. I was carrying a tripod and a camera, and when I all of a sudden sunk down, my first conscious thought was, oh, my cameras, not my legs and other bits and pieces of my body. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed these videos, all linked together, Rossie Island and the Spit. Thanks for watching, bye.